The Yellow River is a very important river in China. It's kind of known as the Mother River. It's the cradle of civilization. In the last 30 years, since China's massive development, the landscape has gone through massive changes. I wanted to start in Lanzhou, which is the largest city in China. It was also the very first city that was built along the Yellow River. So historically, it had a particular importance. It's also one of the most industrial areas in China, and recently, in the last year or so, known as also one of the most polluted cities in China. For some years, the river didn't reach the sea. It'd been so overpolluted, it'd been abused, and it was on the point of dying. There has been efforts to try and revive it, but it's still a struggle. I'm interested in ambiguity in the landscape. So much of how I shot the pictures was the fact that I used a panoramic camera. It's kind of reflective of perhaps unconsciously that it's a Chinese painting, like a scroll. On one level, with the images, what I'm really hoping that it delivers is this sense of a dream of a nation. It's that transactional cost that goes with having a national dream and the individual aspirations of the Chinese within these landscapes, and the cost, whether that cost is something that's going to be permanent or if it's salvageable. The cityscape is a sprawl, and it's that sprawl that I'm kind of interested in as well, because it suggests perhaps there hasn't been proper regulation in the way the city's been allowed to grow, let's say. Whatever those reasons are, these are kind of clues that suggest something else at play, greater forces at play, and that's what I'm really interested in. It's how that translates to the human story later. I don't want it to be a direct critique necessarily, but a reflection. I'm not looking to provide answers, but to ask questions.